Hey, sorry, on the road. Not streaming, obviously. If you were a real fan, you would know that. Just came into contact with a cell tower's range. I got hit by their, you know, transgenderifying beam or whatever. Didn't work on me, but the phone did tell me about a news thing. So the context is, if you don't know, Gavin Newsom has sued Trump's government because of the deployment of the National Guard and Marines to Los Angeles, which is, if you like democracy, freedom, and good things, if you're not a pedophile, you agree that it's bad to just deploy the military to a city for no reason, in my opinion. I don't know. Epstein's dead. I don't know how he would have felt about this, but I don't think he would have, we know he would have sided with Trump, okay? Because they were friends. Sorry, I'll talk about the issue, okay? I'm a little scatterbrained. I've been in the sun. Which, is not good for an unmelanated fella such as myself. Gavin Newsom sued, and a judge heard the argument, and the judge said, Trump's behavior very likely violates the 10th Amendment, a separation of powers between state and federal government. We will issue a temporary injunction until this matter is heard on, I believe, the 20th of this month. We are ordering the return of the National Guard to the control of Gavin Newsom, governor of California, if you haven't heard, which, that was meant to take effect today at, I believe, noon. But right before that deadline was met, the Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, the piece of shit bastards that they are, heard an appeal, and they said, we are putting a temporary hold on the temporary hold that the first judge placed, We're siding with the Trump administration. We don't think the judge should be returning control of the National Guard and the Marines to Gavin Newsom that quickly. So until Tuesday, when the Ninth Circuit of Appeals hears out their case, we'll see how things go then. I'm very disheartened by this, obviously, because I don't like fascism. I'm very disheartened by the fact that we're not going to see this critical juncture, this imposition point reached faster. The Trump administration, I have no idea what they're going to do with an unfavorable ruling here, right? Like, this whole using the military to crack down on civil dissent, that's their thing, right? Like, they need that. That's the end game. That's what they want. They want a police state. They want for you to have to pass by checkpoints and National Guardsmen to get to the grocery store. They want, stopping people in the street, asking them for their papers. They want that. So if a guard orders them to back off, they can't really just accept the order, The Trump administration has ignored judges' orders before, but this would be a difficult one to ignore without, at the very least, there being consequences. But I don't know. With the Democrats being who they are, maybe not. Maybe they just sail past that one anyway. Either way, on Tuesday, the appeals court hears the case. The 20th, I don't know if that deadline is still relevant. That would have been the deadline for the original judge hearing the case, but there was, of course, the injunction placed before then. Yeah, I don't know. This is the end game for them. They are going to use the No Kings rally as an excuse. I believe the term the Hearts of Iron 4 players use is casus belli. I did that joke the first time I recorded this. I thought of the casus belli Hearts of Iron 4 joke, and then I was going to say, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce it because I've had sex. And then I say, just kidding, gamers. I play wacky, nerdy games too, just not Hearts of Iron 4. Like and subscribe. And I'm referencing that because I don't know if I could have delivered it with the same sincerity a second time. I'm re-recording this because the lighting was just not being good to my pores the first time. This phone streaming business or phone recording business, very difficult. I don't have the newest phone. And I'm using the selfie camera. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not as good as having the stuff at home. I don't know how people do it with the IRL camera setup, honestly. I know they've got better equipment. Anyway, I don't get it. Look, I'll be home to streaming soon. I'll be back home soon. In the meantime, I'm straight chilling, okay? I'm straight chilling, having a great time eating food, can you believe it? Drinking Gatorade. Where's the Gatorade? So that's red. That's not a piss bottle. I know how you people are. I'm just knocking out the possibility there. Anyway, good luck. Don't do fascism. And I'll talk about stuff in a less inane, annoying, hello influencer manner shortly, okay? So, take care. mean mugging the camera as I find the right button.